it's Maya. Welcome back to Resident Drinker. Today it's all about vodka. First of all, I'd just like to say thank you so much for all the amazing feedback from my Q&A video. It was fun to make, and I will definitely do some more of those because it was really good fun and I really enjoyed having all your questions. And that kind of led me to today's video, because in that, one of my questions was, what was your first alcoholic drink? And mine was vodka. And I think I can't be alone in being the first person that drank vodka. And it got me thinking about vodka and how it's sort of not changed, but it's sort of become a very celebrity endorsed product with lots of different kind of USPs about the product. You know, like, oh, it's been filtered through diamonds, it's using water from the Himalayas, you know, all these kind of things. And I thought, well, actually, good vodka now, quite a few people are trying to sort of make really good quality vodkas that maybe a little bit different. That being said, I have got 3 vodkas from Vestal, which I'm going to try today. So we've got these little bottles, and these are all very different. And I'm going to go through each one, and don't worry, I'm going to insert a picture of the bottle so you can have a better look, because it's got quite small labels, so it's probably quite hard to see. But first of all, before I taste them, I wanted to give you a bit of this. First of all, I just wanted to know a little bit of background as to where the vodka came from. Vodka initially kind of came from Poland. Well, today is Poland, but back then was part of the sort of Russian Empire. So just to give you that kind of background. So I knew from when I met him that I remember that he had told me that there was like a family connection to Poland. So his answer was, the family moved 28 years ago to build a small family farm. Their goal was to produce potato vodka. And that's really interesting, because obviously vodka can be produced from mainly produced either from potato or wheat. And Vestal is produced just from potatoes. So potato vodka that, like wine, looked at terroir and vintage. So terroir, just if you don't know, it just means the kind of the geography, the land, all of those things come together. You've probably heard it used more commonly in wine, because people will say, oh, the terroir has affected the way that the grape has got its flavour and etc. So to look at terroir and vintage. So I have here as well 3 which are different vintages, which again I think is really interesting. And he's just recently, I think it's going to be released very soon, if not already released, some vodkas that have been aged in sherry casks, which I think is also really interesting. I think vodka's kind of lost its way a little bit, like it's become so overproduced in a way. So it's all about the kind of the bottle or how many times it's been distilled and like all of those things that I said in the introduction. And he happened to agree with me, and he just sort of said it's a lot of these claims that you can't really find the truth about. You know, vodka being distilled, let's say, more than 3 times, really, in all honesty, is not really going to change the product anymore. Maybe the filtration might, but if you distill something, it's a chemical process that you're going through. And once you've done it once, twice, and maybe a 3rd time, you have pretty much got the product where it's going to be. That's not to say that you couldn't distill it more times if you wanted to, but really, would there be a huge difference in what you're going to get? I don't personally believe so, but, you know, again, people think it's going to give you less hangovers and things like that, but the reality is it really isn't. It's really about the base products that they use and the need to keep distilling them to get them to become a better kind of end product, really. So, well, what makes Vestal unique? And his answer was, it's all Vestal vodka vintages are unique due to the different potato varieties. And I thought that was absolutely so interesting, because up to now, I can't say that I've actually seen another brand share the different varieties of potatoes on there. I know it sounds kind of geeky, but I mean, it's interesting. I think if you know you're going to drink something, you might as well know a little bit about it. And its purity is more down to earth, and the experience we're looking to share with those looking for more kind of commercial vodkas. So there is, you know, there's nothing wrong with whatever vodka you might like, but why not try something that's a little bit different? Maybe just has something a little bit unique about it. So I always think that that is, you know, a good way to choose a new spirit. Just find something that has something a bit intriguing about it. So let me get started. So the first one I'm going to try is the Vestal Blended Potato Vodka filtered once. So this has only been filtered once, and the potato varieties are Innovator, Asterix, and Russet Burbank potato varieties. So that tells us what's in there. You should be able to see a little picture of what it is. So first I'm going to have a smell. Again, it's like vodka has, I think, a distinctive smell, but for me it's very fresh, it's very clean. Yeah, it's very fresh and clean, really, which is what I would expect. I think it's like what you would expect in a very classic, good quality vodka. So that's really nice. Okay, so I'm just making sure I've got mine in the right order. So now I'm going to try the unfiltered one. So this is the Vestal Kasabi, and that's K-A-S-Z-E-B-E, and I'm sorry if I've mispronounced it. And this is a vintage that's from 2011. It's unfiltered. All the vodkas are 40% ABV, by the way. And this is from the Veneta potato variety, and only 3,015 bottles were produced. So the smell of this one, that is a that is a completely different aroma from the first one that I've tried. This is really pungent, it's strong, it's really earthy and deep. I mean, that is kind of, I'm thinking, what is it going to taste like now? So let's have a taste. Searching for a relatable term that would work for it, but I just feel like I've crunched into something. It just doesn't make sense, but if you tasted this, you get what I mean. But it's really full of flavour. It's not just alcohol that you're tasting, which is, I think, a lot of times that's what you expect with vodka. It's just that very clean alcoholic taste. This is very complex and may not be to everyone's taste, but to me, I think it's intriguing. I kind of want to taste it again, but I know that I need to finish the video first, so I'll do that and I'll come back to it. Okay, and then the final one is the Vestal Pomerose. It's P-O-M-O-R-Z-E, and this is a vintage from 2014. Again, this is unfiltered, okay? And this is from the Ludmilla potato variety, and 9,200 bottles were produced of this. So let's first of all smell it. And again, even though the last two, the other one that I just tried was unfiltered as well, the aroma is completely different. Smell, taste. I've been tasting these. You don't know how many outtakes there are, do you? I'm still really surprised at how different that one is from the other one, just because they were both unfiltered. In my mind, I didn't expect the difference to be so dramatic just from the potato varieties, but it certainly is. And that, to me, this is somebody that, you know, I've tried my fair share of drinks, trust me. So for me to be really surprised, I think that says a lot. So you should try different types of spirits. You know, don't always just buy the same ones that you buy every time you go to the supermarket. Try something new. You can surprise yourself and find something that you really love. And, you know, it's exciting to try something. You know, this is giving you the kind of impetus to try something new, if anything. But also, I must remember to say that Vestal Vodka also have an event coming up, I won't say in a couple of weeks, but I'm going to link it below. So if you're based in London, or certainly in the south of England, it might be something that you're interested in. So you can check it out. It's in the description bar below and see what you think. And also, one of my subscribers, Dan, is trying to raise money to get to Tanzania, and I have linked his the page regarding this for him. He's volunteering to work at a hospital for, I want to say for a few months. I'm not sure how long he's going to be there, but you can find all the information below. So if it's something you're interested in, please have a look, because it's a great thing to support, I think. So anyway, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you soon. Cheers!